Like, well, that's not fair. You saying that I should get about 25k from it, but I only got 10k. Well, did you grab everything from every chest that you can find? Do you have any modifiers for the values of the items? Do you like? There's so many different variables that are there that could actually modify item values. But all I did is that I fully repaired every item that I've ever collected. I think I was able to get them all to 100, or I didn't even bother with the health value. I just ended up just tossing everything in there. I recharged every enchanted item, threw it in, and just said, okay, now let's go see what happens. So I'm going to go load up Haunted House again, and I'm going to go and show you all the items that I did sell. All right, so here's the total gold that we got from the adventure. Here is all the items. Oh, I did make them go over 125. Okay. I didn't remember if I did or not. So here's all the items that we were able to collect during our journey. Here's all the here's all the weapons. Armors, I'm surprised we didn't get much. Here's all the potions that we've collected. And ingredients. And here's all the spell tomes and such. And here's all the other stuff that's in my inventory. Yeah, this is just an easy patch. This is just because I wanted to make sure that that my speed was being activated. Anyway. Yeah. So, and then after that fact, we got our total gold ended up becoming 44,000. Oh, so sorry, it was 42,000 then. That was the total gold, not 41. I don't know where I got 41 from. Anyway, so we got 42,000 from all of those items in particular. And again, though, like, that's still nothing. That's a huge chunk of change. And I don't like to put like around 40, like around 50k or anything like that, because that doesn't make any sense. Because if I didn't at least achieve that number or achieve like a milestone kind of thing, why would I say that you can achieve more than what I've obtained? Like, even if you collected every piece of bone meal, every item that you could pick up, well, probably if you picked up every item that's in the overworld, you'll definitely be able to reach it. But, like, I don't understand, like, if I were to do that, it's not being honest to me as a person, to be fair. This is why I don't like to collect items in the overworld necessarily, because of the fact that, like, they're so easy to tempt people into doing. But I'll show you what I mean about the haunted house, and this is the part that actually gets me really confused. So here's the haunted house in all its glory. So we can enter from this side, correct? Yes, we can. My light thing didn't get triggered. That's interesting. Is this not treated as an interior? That's weird. And then here's the balcony. Oh, the rats returned. Why is my... Oh, I think I know why my light isn't returned. I think what's going on is that because this is the newer version of my mod, we were using the older version, it's corrupting it. So we also have this door here that says, no matter how hard you pull, the door won't open. So we can't go there, and down in this little courtyard area, however you want to kind of call it, nothing's there. What's over here? Nothing. Okay. And is there anything over here? Ah, there's another door that we can't enter no matter how hard we pull. Yeah, like this area, like this would be a beautiful home. The only thing that I do not like about it is the fact that it has to have this little like art, like this useless little like bridge area over here. Like if this bridge wasn't here kind of thing and this building was closer in, so they're like they're like in CS you were to take that bridge out, drag this all the way over here so though they're like fused together, it would actually be a lot cooler, but it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. And then there's also another area in here that you can go into. It doesn't really do much of anything, to be fair, but let's just check upstairs again. Yeah, see. Oh yeah, I forgot to show what I used as the thing, yeah. I'm still gonna mess around with it because I don't like it where it is, but I'll have to figure out something else. Oh, I forgot to show something else too. Yeah. So I've already said that I found that the one what's it called, that some of the enemies were wearing this cool looking robe. I found it. However, it says that there's 2 different versions, which confused me. Oh, here's the tunnel, by the way. Since I have to use my light spell. Oh, okay, so it doesn't really work. Again, because this mod is more more dependent on other stuff. Anyway, so yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like, again, there's nothing much here. Like, there's no interior to speak of. I mean, like, if you want a bed, you have beds. It's not like you don't have it. But, like, there's nothing here that you could scream, like, oh, yeah, this is where I want to stash all my companions and all my pets that other mods give me and all that stuff. No, it's not that. But, I mean, like, if this was a fully furnished, like, house, maybe? Yeah. It's no longer haunted anymore. I mean, like, the Black Mine is gone. You could definitely furnish it, but the question is, do you really want to? So what is the whole point of this building right here, though? Because this doesn't do anything. Because this building's just here just because, hey, we needed a 3rd building. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so let's go load up that save that actually does work. We're just gonna have that haunted house pop up again because, as I said, I didn't have it installed. And I have to do this. Oh, I did it again? No, I did it again. Yeah, I'll have it saved so though I don't have to keep doing that. I fixed that for the for the current version, but unfortunately, because this had the armor beforehand, it doesn't actually register it. Okay, so, where is it? Downstairs. That's right. It's worthy. It should be, pretty much. Anyway. Do I have it opened? I do. I left it opened. Alright. So, every mod that we've gone through, we've always put... There's always supposed to be something new in this room. That is what's supposed to happen. Because as we go through each and every mod, something that represents that mod is supposed to be with us almost all the time. So here we have a replica of the Xilestar Manor, as close as we can to get to it. It's very weird when you start shrinking it down. The buildings don't work properly. But we do have a painting over here. Out of like the 5 paintings, this one looked like it would fit the best. There's one that doesn't make it look like it's being stretched up, but I didn't know if I had the room for it, so I just decided to just grab this one. Here we have the 3 from the Heart of the Dead. If you don't know, in the Heart of the Dead, there was the 3 deities that you go around that you hear and read about during the entire 3. You have Xilestar, not to be confused with Xilestar, me. We have Lorcan, the White King, which I currently have my cursor on. And we have Mora. So yeah, so like I thought that this would be better representations of this because it makes sense. We have the Enchanter and the Spellmaker from the Lost Spires mod, because we technically do need to have something from Lost Spires, even though this technically comes from Lost Spires, and this comes from Lost Spires, and I'm pretty sure I probably have something else from Lost Spires, but I wanted to make sure that I had something in this very room that wasn't a part of this, because this just looked very cool looking, and I wanted to use it. So yeah, so those come from Lost Spires, and this one comes from Knights of the Nine Revelations. Now, Knights of the Nine Revelations is a bit weird, because I wanted to say this right now, because it makes sense for me to say it right now. For Knights of the Nine Revelations, there's not really much like static objects that represent the story and that help you throughout the story. This, however, is the only one that I can think of that actually does do a good job at representing like why you were on your journey in the first place. Like, you go back to Vanua and you find this effigy, and then the entire story takes off from there. So I thought that's probably the best reward that we can technically get, is a replica of what made us start this long journey, pretty much. And then this comes from Heart of the Dead. But this also is from the Haunted House. It's probably not really just from the Haunted House, but it's as close to it as possible. I can't find a right spot for it, and I don't want it to be on this wall because I find that it will defeat the purpose of this. And I lowered down this enough so though, like, it would have enough room for the painting to be up there. But I'm kind of thinking if I should just make this go as low to the ground as possible. But it's fine. And then I also have this up there. Anyway, yeah, so back to what we were doing beforehand. So, this is going to be very loud. I apologize. I still don't know how to what is making that noise in the first place. I forgot to change the lighting in this area still. Man, I thought I did that. Anyway, down here and in here. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so that's what it's called. It's called a Mystic Robe, but the funny part is that there's a Mystic Robe 1 and there's a Mystic Robe 2. So this one's number 2. But it's weird that it has 2 different versions, in my opinion. So I'm confused. Am I equipping number 1 or am I equipping number 2? So here's what it looks like. It looks so good. It looks so nice. I love it. So it's in my mod now, and I actually really do love it. Oh, for some reason I thought my character's feet were clipping through the floor. Or clipping through the... Uh-huh. Maybe they're clipping through. I'm not quite sure. It looks like it. Maybe it's just the lighting. I'll have to do testing around with that. But yeah, it looks so nice. I love it. I'm using it as a like Drathus's like normal everyday wear, like what he wears as a normal occasion. And I added the normal robes, gloves and the boots. Unfortunately, and I noticed this while I was trying to splice it in. It was so difficult to splice it in on this. The boots actually do clip through the normal robe itself, because I think what's supposed to happen is that what you're supposed to wear is you're supposed to wear shoes with this instead of actually wearing like boots. But it's fine. Maybe I'm seeing the boots and the thing clipping through each other, but it looks like this, like your character's like skin is showing, which is what's confusing me the most. I don't know. But yeah, I like this robe. It looks so good. I'm glad I got it to work. For some reason, if you grab the original robe that these actually come from, what ends up happening is that it starts clipping through some of the Like, it'll delete the entire thing for some odd reason. I'll show you what I'm talking about with the robe. So, if you delete, what was it? This portion, for some reason, the entire robe will just disappear. The whole thing will disappear. And I was extremely confused of why it was doing that, so I kept trying to like see if it was just like certain parts. I think it's because in NIF Scop, this is the first item on the list. So as soon as you delete it, it doesn't understand what's going on, so it just hides everything because it doesn't know where the rest of the stuff belongs. But yeah, so I ended up just splicing in the gloves and the boots, and yeah. So if you don't know what this is actually supposed to, so that's why like I really like, I don't mind these robes though, but like that other one, man, beautiful, beautiful. Nothing wrong with those robes. Love them. Love them. They're so nice looking. Oh, man. I will literally make I'll try and figure out if there's a fix I can do with the boots to make them at least, like, better, maybe. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for Haunted House. Again, there's nothing really too much with the mod. It's a short mod. Oh, it looks so nice. Yeah, it's a relatively short mod. You can get a lot done with a little bit of time and effort. I can't really say too much anything else about the mod, to be fair, because, you know, it was short, it was easy. I was very disappointed that the boss that you hear so much hype that it's a Dremora and he wants to rule the world can easily be paralyzed, stunned. Like, that's the only issue that I had with it. But I find that most mods typically don't think of that for their final bosses, that they should be given certain things that make them tougher in general. Like if I made this dagger being able to actually deal like 1 point of damage, I would eventually kill Tenebris. Like eventually he would be dead by this dagger. But the only thing that this dagger does is it weakens them so that they take double magic damage and paralyze them. And yet, like, Tenebris was easily taken down by this guy. Well, with the Dark King's armor, but yeah. So that's very interesting. So yeah, so I'll see you guys next time for another Oblivion mod playthrough.